most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi there, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
And our opinion, of course, Bob.
Booyah!
Booyah!
Today we're going to talk about stop hip pain and snapping. We've got the 5 best exercises you can do at home by yourself without us being there. You don't need us in the house.
And these 5 exercises have been studied to be the best. And we'll get into the reasons and the exercises in just a minute.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, if you'd like to check us out on our website, bobandbrad.com, go to the giveaway section. We're always giving something away. And yes, this week we're giving away a couple Booyah Stiks.
Excellent.
Great for shoulder pain, balance, core. It'll be also on Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page, the contest that is. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of Bob and Brad a day.
Bob, hip pain and snapping or that clunking, it's not that unusual. I know my sister has it, and the first time I saw it was a number of years ago. It's like you could hear it clunk, but she just lives with it. It's not that painful for her, but some people it is. It's associated with the pain. Sometimes it's not.
Sure.
But how do we get rid of it? How do we get rid of hip pain?
I thought you said you have a friend that his wife has it too.
And that's why we're making this video. We're not making it for my sister.
Okay.
Hers is not painful, but Stacy is her name.
Okay.
She's got.
Hi, Stacy.
Yeah, we're doing this for you because this is something that everyone can benefit from. Even me, Bob.
Song Stacy's mom.
Bob, don't go there. Let's get out of the video.
Okay.
So let's just assume your right hip is the painful hip.
Sure.
As a therapist, first thing we do is we assess the range of motion. Now, we're not even going to address the snapping right now. Range of motion, make sure the range of motion is normal or close to it.
What if it's more than the other side?
If it's hypermobile, that may be why it's snapping, because it's lax. The muscles and the ligaments are lax.
So these are still appropriate, these exercises.
Right.
If they're hypermobile even.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly. So let's assess range of motion.
Sure.
Then we'll get to the 5 strengthening exercises.
Okay, so we're checking out 3 motions.
Right.
Okay.
So you can, best to do this on the floor, but yeah.
I'll step
Bob,
away.
you get over there.
Okay.
We're doing it on here, but don't do it on your bed. A firm surface, like a carpeted floor, is ideal.
Would be the best.
Yeah, unless you happen to have a plinth, but most people do not.
You want a pillow, Brad?
Oh, sure. Thank you, Bob. Now I know you care. All right. So first of all, we're going to just do a simple single knee to chest. How far does your knee come up to your chest? If your leg is down on this side, we're going to check the right leg. Make sure you do it the same, because we're going to compare right to left. If my right is my sore knee or my sore hip, and I get up to here and it doesn't go any farther because it's painful or it's tight, we just note that. This is how far it comes up. Put that one down, and then we check this one. And if this one comes way up to here, we obviously have a discrepancy in range of motion. So we should spend some time gently stretching this knee to the chest to get it to here. You're not going to do that in one episode or one bout, more than likely. It may take a few days, a week or two.
So if you're lacking motion, you're going to stretch it. If it's hypermobile, you're going to want to do these 5 exercises right?
Right, but you can do the 5 exercises
no matter
regardless.
What.
Right.
But you don't need to stretch, obviously, if it's hypermobile.
Right. Exactly.
And I want to just make the point too, Brad, that even when you do this, you'll probably have a feeling too. Like, you're not only visually you can see where it's at, one of them often feels tighter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It might even look the same,
right.
but that one feels tighter.
If it's hypermobile, you might get your knee way up to here and then feel like the joint is kind of coming out.
Yeah, it feels unstable.
Right. That would be the hypermobile symptoms.
Yeah.
Good point, Bob. Okay. Now, so we check that one. Let's say they're both fine. You go and they both feel pretty good and they're about the same. Then we also need to check hip extension. And this is where you do need to actually go on a bed or a table, because we're going to...
Safety comes first. Make sure your shoulders are well on the bed.
Right. It's nice to do this with another person,
Yeah.
possibly, if you feel uncomfortable. We're just going to let this leg go down Now, this is one you're probably going to feel tight because it's really hard to measure or look at it
Right,
unless you're
right.
with someone else. And
Just
then you
compare
have to,
the sense of tightness from side to side.
exactly. And then you have to turn around. I would just do it off the edge of there, but so you can see maybe this one, I get to here.
And one thing too, Brad, you can do with this, actually to check it a little more, you can actually grab onto this one.
Right.
And you can see how it pulls up a little bit, but that kind of enhances the feeling of tightness.
Right.
And so you can compare again.
Right.
Again, that's probably going to be almost more of a feel thing on this one.
Right. And you'll notice.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be able to tell. Maybe you might be the case that you're hypermobile in both hips.
Sure. Yeah, if you get that unstable feeling, then
both sides.
Yep, then you're not going to do the stretching. I was going to say also that
that's a way to stretch it.
Right, exactly. The way you assess it is exactly the stretch.
Sure.
If you're tight, just do this. Hold it for 5 to 10 seconds and relax. You could go up to 30 seconds. Some therapists recommend that. I usually don't.
Sure.
And the last one, not last but not least, is the figure 4. Both legs down like this. Put your ankle of your right ankle above your left kneecap and just simply let it go down. And just relax.
And you'll be able to see visually.
Yep.
Whether or not.
And let's see if mine.
And you're tighter on that one.
My left one's a little bit tighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would just simply do some gentle stretching like this.
A little pressure on, pressure off.
I haven't noticed that. I got to start doing that. I don't have any symptoms, but it's still a good thing for me to do.
That's the one you were having trouble with. Your left hip. Weren't you just recently having trouble with it?
Yeah, but I don't think it's related to this.
Oh, no. Now listen to this.
But I had to do it jumping off the 4-story floor.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can also do it with the knee up and check this way.
Sure.
And check this way. And I'm pretty equal this way. Okay. So assess the range of motion, stretch as needed. Now let's get to the exercises. The exercise should be pain-free. If they create any popping or snapping that's painful, don't do them.
So I think we can say pretty safely, Brad, that these exercises are fine whether or not you're tight or not tight, or whether you're even hypermobile or not hypermobile.
Right.
These are good for everybody.
But if you are popping and snapping, these should tighten up the muscles.
And help it out. Right.
These exercises I found on a study through JOSPT, Journal of Sports Physical Therapy, which was created by 2 of my instructors in college.
That's cool.
George
really
Davies
cool.
and Jim Gould.
Yeah.
The late Jim Gould. So anyways, they found these exercises in this study, 5 of them to be the best for the glute max, the glute medius, and without strengthening the TFL, which we don't have to get into, but that's a good thing. So I'm going to lay down on my side. A loop strap, extra resistance band works well. We're going to put that around the knees. And you could do this without the
I was going to
strap.
say, you'd probably start without it
Yep.
to see how you tolerate it. I learned the hard way that I do these, Brad. I like to do for hip abductors. And I start off with a black band, which is a higher intensity.
Most people start with a weaker band
or no band at all.
Right.
And then I also, for the heck of it, I don't know why I did this. I was doing it every day for a while. And my hips got so sore, I couldn't sleep at night. So do as we say, not do as we do, basically.
Yeah. So I got the red band. You may want to start without a band or maybe the yellow band. They're lighter. 10 to 15 repetitions. I feel the muscles right here burning right now because of the fatigue. So that's good. Okay.
And we're going to say probably 2 to 3 times a week, right, Brad?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always, when we say 2 to 3 times a week, you have a day in between at least of rest.
Right. Exactly. The next one. Now, this is rather interesting. They were specific. We know bridging as therapists works the glutes, but they specifically said, because it's a sports medicine journal, a little higher activity, one-legged glutes. So one leg extended and just do bridging like this. If you got hamstring cramping potential, be careful with this one, because the closer you bring your knee, your heel to your buttocks, the more risk.
Generally, the worse it's going to be. It's going to cramp.
So I'll bring mine out because my hamstrings do like to get a little crampy sometimes. And simply 10 to 15 of these, of course, on each leg. Don't just do one leg. Otherwise,
and again, you could start off with both, right, Brad? If you're weak.
Yep, exactly right. And then progress to the one leg.
Right.
if you do happen to get a cramp, by the way, Stacy, you probably know this, but just straighten the leg out and pull it up, and it'll go away.
You can massage it too.
Yep,
I mean,
yep. Do a little bit of both.
yeah.
All right. Now the next one.
That's number 2, right,
Yeah.
Brad?
Now
we're
these
at the
two, 3 and 4, are close to each other. You go quadruped, neutral back position, so not arched, not up, right in the middle. Tighten up your core and simply do straight leg raisers like this. Okay? And you could put, if it's too easy to do 10 to 15, put an ankle weight on. And then the next one is, do that on both legs, obviously. The next one is do it with your knee flexed at 90 degrees and then
up to the ceiling.
Yep. And do
Kind
10.
of losing your flexion there, Brad. You got to go right there.
Yeah.
And up.
My proprioception's off because it's hard for me to tell when I'm at 90.
Right. So that would.
Again, I feel my hamstrings get a little crampy
I was
when
just
I
going
do
to
that.
say that I'll bet you that might start your hamstring.
I went
cramping.
running this morning, so they're fatigued, so that helps
Sure.
a little bit as well. So there's 3 and 4. And the last one, which I like, of all these, I like the first one and the last one.
Sure.
I think they're really get to the core of things the best. The reason I like this last one because it's weight bearing.
Sure. It's
And
more functional.
It's more functional. It's probably going to help. So you don't have, now this one you should have a band. You need the resistance to activate the glute medius.
Those bands are very
And
expensive.
actually, I'm going to use the
Okay.
Booyah. You don't need the Booyah stick, but I like it. Just a little balance. So you're going to get in that athletic position.
Sure.
Squat here, good back arch, good body posture, and simply work back and forth like this, and back and forth. And you're going to do it till you fatigue. You go back and forth, probably 5 to 10 times. It's going to be different as you get stronger. Another band or a darker color.
Darker
band.
color, right.
Mhm.
And I'd recommend that you go out and do it in your front yard so the neighbors have something to talk about.
Absolutely. Stacy, if you don't want to do that in front of the neighbors, Chris will. I'm sure that's her husband.
They already are talking about him already, so it just adds to the story,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, everyone knows he's his exercise habits. So
Take care, Stacy. Take care, Chris, if you're watching.
good luck.
Good luck.